Good day, everyone. I'm John Aldous B. Consera from BSGA 2101, and I'm here to present to you the study that I have chosen. The paper that I will be discussing is titled Geodetic Monitoring for Land Deformation. It focuses on the use of modern geodetic and remote sensing techniques to monitor land deformation caused by various geological hazards. It discusses how advances in technologies like radar interferometry, the global navigation satellite systems, LIDAR, and other geodetic methods are helping to detect and understand land movement. These techniques are crucial for monitoring hazards such as landslides, subsidence, glacier movements, and mine collapses. The study emphasizes the importance of continuous monitoring for early detection of such hazards to protect lives and infrastructures. And to begin, let us first discuss what is a land deformation. Land deformation is a change in the Earth's surface or change in its physical properties due to various events and natural processes such as earthquakes, geological events, glacial movements. It can also be an effect of some human activities such as mineral extraction and mining. It is a pervasive hazard that could lead to serious problems, for example, increasing risk of flooding in the coastal areas, damaging buildings and infrastructures, destructing groundwater systems, generating tension cracks on lands, and reactivating of faults. Hazards caused by land deformation have been reported in many places around the world. Consequently, it is critical to monitor land deformation so that the land surface change and movement can be better understood and managed for safeguarding lives, particularly here in the Philippines, since the country is situated in the Pacific Ring of Fire, making it more prone to natural hazards due to its geographical location. Now, let's tackle what is geodetic monitoring. Geodetic monitoring is the study of Earth's geometry, while developing methods and techniques using space technology to monitor them. It is essential for detecting and studying land deformation, which can cause problems like flooding, infrastructure damage, and reactivation of fault lines. This is very timely now as we are facing the effects of global warming and climate change, where typhoons are becoming very strong, especially here in our country that causes more flooding than we usually experience. And now let's discuss the four techniques used for monitoring land deformation. First is INSAR, next is GNSS, next is LiDAR, and last is UAVs. Interferometric Synthetic Aperture Radar or INSAR. It is an effective way to measure changes in land surface's altitude. INSARs make high-density measurements over large areas by using radar signals from Earth-orbiting satellites to measure changes in land surface's altitude at high degrees of measurement resolution and spatial detail. This technique is a key method used for mapping land deformation over large areas with high accuracy. It is capable of detecting ground movement at a millimeter precision over time. The next technique is the Global Navigation Satellite System, or GNSS. It refers to any satellite constellation that provides global positioning, navigation, and timing services. There are several GNSS that are currently available, namely Galileo from Europe, GPS from USA, GLONASS from Russia, and lastly Beidou from China. This technique uses signals from space. Each of these systems transmits ranging and timing data to GNSS-enabled receivers, which then use this data to determine location. This technique is used for precise measurement of ground movements, especially in regions where infrastructure is critical. We also have LiDAR, which stands for Light Detection and Ranging. It is a remote sensing method that uses light in the form of a pulse laser to measure ranges from the Earth. This light pulses combined with other data recorded by airborne system generate precise three-dimensional information about the shape of the Earth and its surface characteristics. This technique provides high-resolution topographic data, often used for detecting small ground fissures. And lastly, we have UAVs or unmanned aerial vehicles. Unmanned aerial vehicles are an emerging technology that can provide a superior option in obtaining remote data with less time, lower cost, as well as higher safety compared to piloted aerial vehicles. Although promising, the performance of propulsion systems in unmanned aerial vehicles still needs to be significantly improved to meet the requirement for executing increasingly difficult missions. Examples of UAVs are drones that are becoming increasingly useful for capturing high-resolution image for landslides and fissures, monitoring mainly due to its versatility and safety of the surveyor. These are some of the techniques used to monitor and locate hazards of land deformation. With that, we can clearly see the importance and relation of geodetic engineering and geology. And now let us discuss its different application when it comes to geohazards. The study covers various geological hazards such as landslides, subsidence, and glacier movements. And remote sensing technologies have made it easier to monitor these hazards even in remote or hard to access areas. In Danba County, Sichuan Province, China, researchers utilize INSAR data from satellites to monitor the Anyang Shai landslide, which represents a critical example of how advanced remote sensing technologies can monitor and analyze geological hazards. This landslide, triggered primarily by heavy rainfall, posed significant risk to local communities, infrastructures, and the surrounding environment, making the effective monitoring essential for disaster prevention and mitigation. INSAR technology played a central role in tracking the landslide's dynamics. This technique enabled the detection of small, progressive movements on the slope before the landslide occurred. These precursory movements were critical in understanding the slope's instability and potential for collapse. After the landslide, INSAR data was combined with optical imagery from PlanetScope satellites to map the extent of surface deformation and analyze the event in greater detail. By integrating this remote sensing data with rainfall records, researchers confirmed that heavy rainfall was the primary triggering factor. The study also demonstrated the importance of using data from multiple sources to enhance the accuracy of the deformation monitoring. The use of INSAR in this case highlights its advantages, such as millimeter scale precision and the ability to monitor large, often inaccessible areas. These capabilities make it an indispensable tool for identifying early warning signs of slope instability and understanding the spatiotemporal dynamics of such hazards. This study not only showcased the efficacy of INSAR for landslide monitoring, but also emphasized its potential to guide disaster preparedness efforts, inform land use policies, and improve infrastructure resilience in landslide-prone regions. In Antarctica, researchers utilize advanced remote sensing techniques to track the movement of glaciers, focusing particularly on the Larsen Sea ice shelf. This region, known for its dynamic ice flows and susceptibility to climate-induced changes, was studied using data from Sentinel-1 synthetic aperture radar satellites. By employing a combination of pixel offset tracking and INSAR, scientists were able to measure ice flow velocities and infer the structural rigidity of the ice shelf. This method allowed for the precise tracking of the glacier's movement over time and provided critical data for understanding its ability. Due to the limited availability of satellite imagery from multiple viewing angles, researchers developed a novel approach using artificial neural networks to reconstruct displacement data from pixel offset tracking results. This innovation enabled the retrieval of a full two-dimensional velocity field for the glacier, significantly enhancing the accuracy and the utility of the data. The analysis revealed that the detailed insights into the spatial and temporal patterns of ice flow contributing to a deeper understanding of how glaciers respond to environmental factors such as temperature changes and ocean currents. The findings from this study have significant implications for climate change research. Glaciers and ice shelves play a crucial role in regulating global sea levels, and their movement provide valuable indicators of climate variability and long-term trends. By tracking these dynamics, researchers can better predict the future behavior of ice sheets and their potential contribution to sea level rise. This study not only demonstrated the capabilities of advanced remote sensing techniques in polar regions, but also highlighted the importance of technological innovation in overcoming challenges associated with monitoring and remote and extreme environments. Such insights are vital for informing global climate policies and fostering resilience against the impacts of climate change. In mining regions, researchers have demonstrated the effectiveness of GNSS and LiDAR in ensuring worker safety by detecting and monitoring ground subsidence. A notable example comes from the Shandong coal mining area in China, where a comprehensive space sky ground integrated monitoring framework was implemented. This framework combined with multiple remote sensing and geodetic techniques, including INSAR, GNSS, and terrestrial laser scanning, and UAV-based imagery to achieve accurate and comprehensive subsidence monitoring. GNSS was used to provide precise point measurement of surface deformation, and by deploying a network of GNSS stations across the mining area, researchers captured subtle vertical and horizontal ground movements with high temporal resolution. This data was complemented by LiDAR, which delivered high-resolution 3D maps of the terrain, revealing changes in its surface elevation over time. Together, these methods enable detailed monitoring of ground subsidence caused by mining activities. The use of GNSS and LiDAR in this context is critical for maintaining worker safety and protecting nearby infrastructures. Early detection of the ground subsidence enables mining operation to take preventive measures, such as stabilizing at-risk areas or modifying extraction methods. Additionally, the monitoring framework ensures compliance with the environmental and safety standards, reducing the risk of accidents and minimizing long-term environmental impacts. The study underscores the importance of integrating multiple geodetic and remote sensing technologies in mining regions. By combining the high precision of GNSS with the spatial detail of LiDAR and the broad coverage of INSAR, researchers can provide robust solutions for monitoring ground subsidence, enhancing both safety and operational efficiency in these challenging environments. The integration of multiple geodetic datasets such as GNSS, INSAR, and LiDAR represents a significant advancement in monitoring land deformation. Each of these technologies brings unique strengths, and by combining these data sets, researchers can achieve a more significant understanding of deformation patterns. This fusion not only enhances the accuracy of deformation models, but also provides a better understanding of the underlying processes, which is a critical for hazard prediction and risk management. This study emphasizes on ongoing advancement in geodetic technologies aimed at improving monitoring capabilities. Machine learning and artificial intelligence are also becoming an integral part to the field. For example, deep learning models like LSTM or long short-term memory networks have been applied to predict deformation patterns in near real time, significantly enhancing disasters preparedness. These AI-driven approaches reducing processing time and resources demands, making monitoring more efficient and scalable. These advancements point toward the future where geodetic monitoring becomes more integrated, predictive, and actionable, enabling better management of geological hazards and contributing to a safer and more resilient infrastructure development. And that concludes my presentation of the study titled Geodetic Monitoring for Land Deformation. I hope that my discussions provided you with a better understanding of the study I chose to focus on. Thank you for watching and see you again next time.